How do you feel about what Donald Trump is doing right now with the DEI and all the targets and everybody? I don't feel nothing. Because sometime last year or the year before that, I had already boycotted Target for playing in your God's face. Let's be very clear. When Target had put them devil worshiper clothes at the front of their store, and they had started playing around with the spirit of perversion and targeting only your children and positioning their merchandise at the front of the store for your kids, I was already off of them, and Target was one of my favorite stores. But one thing I don't play about is somebody playing in God's face, and Target is very good for doing that. So the mere fact that they all of a sudden showed you that they also not just don't like your God, but also don't like your skin color, I'm just not understanding what all this selective outrage is about, especially from Christians. We got to be very careful in 2025 that we don't make our skin color an idol, because there is no way that your outrage is more potent because it's about black people than it was about your God. You should have been boycotted Target for sure. There's a quote years ago that this man said. He said, "By nature, we as people are perpetual idol factories." And you may say, why isn't God enough for many people? And the reason why God isn't enough is because God requires fidelity. He requires loyalty. He requires honesty. He requires salvation. There's only one way to him, and that's through his son, Jesus Christ. He requires you to be not cheat with other people or other men, and other religions don't require that. That's why they have an open marriage, like Hinduism, who doesn't mind if you worship many different gods. God is a jealous God. He's like, it's just me. So if you're fornicating, and the definition of the word fornication means idolatry, obviously you're going to worship other things because God isn't enough. With that being said, you're always finding something else to idolize. And in 2025, God had already told me that this year, race in the color of your skin was going to be a major idol to many people. And you want to be very careful that you don't want to fall into the trap of worshiping your skin color because of selective outrage. There should be no way that you are more mad at this DEI thing that's going on than you were when they played in your face with a known devil worshiper who's making clothes for your children, and they put it at the front of that store, and you still walked your butt, your Christian, Jesus Christ loving self, into Target and still decided to shop there. It's just no way you're mad. As a matter of fact, could it be that this was a good thing, right? To show you that at the root level, they didn't like you anyway. And this was the only way that they would manifest your dislike for them, by taking the DEI away. I think it's very important to stop judging things by what you see and start judging according to righteous judgment. As a matter of fact, all believers should be doing that anyway. You should not be judging anything according to appearance, but judging according to righteous judgment, which means that you're not taking anything by what you see, but you're going to God and say, it looks this way, but what exactly are you doing in this hour? Every believer should be praying that way. A lot of other things to say, but I'm going to just keep this one short. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. And don't you let nobody on this earth make you forget that you are forever and ever and ever covered by the Almighty God.